we're going to talk about the library database. I'm going to step you through it, and then the visual guide that you hopefully were able to download will show you exactly the steps that I am showing you here. From the home page, you go ahead and you click libraries. This is our library home page. I want to point out that there is a search box right here, right in front of your face. This search box is set up for searching the NMSU system catalog, the books, the videos, including articles and databases and journals and things like that. But it searches everything. You'll get stuff from grants and Alamogordo and NMSU main campus. And much of the stuff that you get, you probably won't be able to access. This is not the place, especially if you already know which databases you should be searching, to start with. It's good if you wanted to browse what was going on, but if you've got a targeted search, a topic you want to start with, there are better resources out there, our databases, that will help you do your searching more effectively, more efficiently, save you time and frustration. So to get to those, you're going to click on the databases, and you can go to all databases, which will give a list of the databases we have, but there are only 3 we're going to explore today, and they're also listed in the strategies and resources handout, as well as the visual handout, the steps. We're going to start with CQ Researcher. If you are off campus, you are going to get this. I want to point out that this part here should always be just the first part of your NMSU email. Don't put the entire email, otherwise it'll give you an error message. And then this down here is your 17-digit passphrase. The last one is called Points of View, and you will notice that it's quite similar to the Gale one. This is by EBSCO. They have their hot topics across the top, and here are all their categories similar to the Gale. So we could go down Earth and Environment, click on More, we could do Climate Change, and it starts with an overview usually. This is similar to the overview that was on some of the others. What's nice about this one is sometimes it has definitions. It may even have some graphics. And then at the bottom it has a bibliography. And the periodicals usually have links attached to them. This one would be really good to give you easy access to things that you don't have to go search for them. These are what they recommend. They recommend some website. They recommend some of these articles in journals and in magazines and newspapers. If you wanted to keep this over here on the right, you can print it out as a PDF. Again, the email. Over here, sometimes it'll say PDF, and make sure that's clicked as well so you get a PDF of it. Otherwise, it comes part of your email if it's HTML. You can choose a citation format here, APA, and it will be included in your email. I'll also show you how to get to it just here on this database. So you send it to yourself, you've got it there if you need it. Save it, you can download it to your hard drive or a flash drive. On the left-hand side, related information, points of view, magazines, newspapers, books, biographies, primary source documents, and academic journals. All of those. Point counterpoint is what they use for their pros and cons. So if I clicked on points of view, I'm going to get a list of points of view related to global warming. We were at the overview. Now, if you typed in the top, instead of going to that overview like I clicked on in the browse subjects, if I had clicked on global warming, I would have gotten a similar page instead of the actual document of the overview. From here, you can do some limiting. First of all, in this particular database, it always does full text, but double check. Full text means you can read it or watch it or listen to it or look at it right away. If it's not, you'll have to go hunt it down, and you don't need to do that. It tells you the publication date range. Maybe you decided you only wanted to do the last 3 years, so we'll do 2017. So we got 12 instead of 29. So these are more recent. Down here, you can change what you get. Maybe you only want to look at magazine or newspaper. This is the author. Down at the bottom should be a little bit about her, who she is. There's a summary. Here's some keywords that you might want to use if you're searching for more information. You can listen to it if you want to. Here's the contents of what's in the article. It's not very long. It does give you some questions to think about and a bibliography at the end. So some more resources you could use, especially if this is an argument you agree with. You can email it to yourself. You can save it. You can cite it. Very easy. It's all the same within the EBSCO databases. They all look the same. I can look at a magazine articles. So these are just regular articles. You click on them. You can either get them in PDF full text or you can get them in the HTML. This is what it looks in the magazine. And as you can see, the same icon. It's a magazine article as opposed to a journal article. It tells a little bit about the writer themselves, but it doesn't have any references or bibliography at the bottom because it's a magazine article, and usually those don't. Journal articles do, but magazines don't. You can print it here, you can download it here, you can email it to yourself. All of these are available. Here's the citation. It'll tell you how to cite it from here. And they all look about the same. The content of the PDF, the PDF is different, or the HTML, but what you do with it all looks the same.